gosh, this city is completely over the top and bizarre. It reminds me of my time spent in Pyongyang, North Korea in every single way possible. Beautiful evening here in Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, my 170th country. If you like weird, off-the-beaten-path destinations, then this might be my most exciting video yet. Get ready to hear about life in this bizarre post-Soviet Central Asian country.
Welcome to Turkmenistan.
With less than 10,000 visitors a year, Turkmenistan ranks as the 7th least visited country in the world. Why? Because it's extremely difficult and pricey to get in. Much like North Korea, every tourist must be on an organized trip to get the visa, and my 4-day private tour is costing me just over $1,000. Believe it or not, Turkmenistan is one of the wealthiest countries in the region because they have the 4th biggest natural gas reserve on Earth. And what comes as a result? A perfectly constructed capital city called Ashgabat that's completely decorated in the whitest marble you've ever seen. Do you know how many white buildings there are?
It's about 80% of buildings, are white and marble.
That's so crazy, man. It feels like Disneyland in a desert.
And this is the biggest fountain in the Central Asia.
Within 12 square miles, there are nearly 1,000 buildings glistening in over 5 million cubic meters of imported white marble. In fact, so much marble was used in Ashgabat that it was awarded a Guinness World Record.
This is the Ministry of the Agriculture. The next one, this is the Parliament. We're not able to take a picture of that.
Even from the car?
Yeah, because they're guards.
Ministry of Education, open book.
And this is the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs. You see that in the top globe?
Yeah.
There's a golden Turkmenistan.
The rest of the city is beautiful from the outside. Perfectly manicured gardens, huge boulevards, elegant fountains, and amazingly detailed statues. These statues are kind of freaky. They're all looking at the monument. When you turn on the TV, a propaganda commercial shows off the country in the best way possible. But the funny thing is, the streets are shockingly empty during the day, almost like a ghost town. So I'm walking around the middle of downtown Ashgabat, and it is just so weird. You got all these white buildings everywhere and these like monuments staring at you. The only people around here are construction workers and soldiers. This wedding hall is obnoxiously big, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, how could that many people be getting married here? You get the feeling that someone is watching over your shoulder 24/7, and it's always nerve-wracking to take any photos or videos. But I did find the people to be very friendly and quite curious, and most of them do love the camera. Spasiba. On one occasion, I was lucky enough to see people out in the streets. Okay, so we hear some drum beats over here, and apparently it's a Turkmen wedding. We're gonna crash it. Putting the flashiness of the city aside, the people really live a simple life here. Less than 1% of Turkmenistan's 6 million residents have internet access, and over 90% of all workers are employed by the government. So when I hear that Turkmenistan is constantly ranked rock bottom in terms of corruption, I can't be that surprised. The former dictator, Sapamorad Niyazov, this guy liked to do things his own way. He renamed all the months based on the names of his family members. He banned opera, ballet, and circuses because he thought that they were too noisy. He only allowed white cars on the roads and made it illegal to have pet dogs because he didn't like the smell. All of his weird laws have influenced society in the strangest of ways that will leave you scratching your head. What a strange place. It gets even stranger with the new dictator. Global news right now is filled with articles that he has gone missing since June, but I figured out pretty quickly that he's certainly around. On a drive to the hotel from the airport, the police officer came to us on the street and was like, pull over now, the president's coming through. So we had to pull over and like hide behind a tree, and the president came. Yeah, I see the police lights. And all these cop cars had the lights on, and he passed, and it's very suspicious that a president is driving by at 4 a.m. Ashgabat is, without question, one of the most fascinating and puzzling cities I've ever seen. It really feels unbelievably staged here. I cannot wrap my head around what is real or not, and it blows my mind how the government spends dozens of billions of US dollars to make these white marble buildings behind me that are completely empty. Stay tuned for more stories from this really awesome, fantastically strange country called
Are you from German?
No, America.
You're joking.
US?
Oh my god!
He's joking.
No, make
Really?
Can I take a
What's
pic?
your name?
Drew, can I shake your hand?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
meet you.
Drew, like D-R-E-W.
Oh, Justin Bieber. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What was
I
it?
don't get it. Why Justin Bieber?
No.
A-D-R-E-W.
You look like Drew.
No, Justin
I
Bieber's
understand.
surname is Drew. I also said like that.
Yeah, Justin Drew Bieber.
You like Justin Bieber?
Yes.
Yeah, we
I'm
adore.
adore. So can I take a selfie
Yes,
with you?
but let me take one of you first.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.